bought me a 1987 Ford chassis motorhome. Had a 460 in it, which I pulled out and sold. Yeah, there's a picture of her when she's back together. Yeah, we'll go back together. Thought I'd let you know what kind of problems I'm having putting the Isuzu 6BD1A aspirated. I could change it to T for turbo. Be hard to place a turbo down in there. She's a little tight, but I got room up in there. I got the motor mounts in her and got tranny mount up in it. Had to cut some of the back out to get her in. She did not want to fit in here with the transmission on it. Got an adapter plate, done really well too. It looks like it's homemade adapter plate, about 1 inch thick steel. And it's got a 350 turbo Hydra-Matic out of a 1987 to 89 Corvette in it. Don't know why they wouldn't put a turbo 400 in it, but hey, whatever. This power steering pump used to be over here on the side, so I'm in the process of cobbling that. On the back side of this alternator right here, I don't know if you can see it down in there, is a vacuum pump. I've had one ordered 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and it didn't come yet. Might not, might have to reorder it. Belt problem. My this being up here, I got all these water hoses in the way. This used to be the heater core line come out and up, so the heater core went out. That I plugged that, went back in there, and I gotta reroute everything. Ford radiator, 3-core, comes in about there. It's got to come up, probably go back in, up across the top, and all the way down into the water pump. That's gonna suck, really suck. But you know, these motors, for $1,000, I could have bought a rebuild kit for this, and these are made to after rebuilt, run them up to 3,000 RPM and just leave them there for 3 years. Man, everything is gear driven. Pretty. I don't know why they put the fuel pump clear up here, or the fuel filter clear up in front. I'm gonna have a slight problem. I got to build a heater box. There's nowhere to put an oily rag on fire to suck into the intake when you fire it up. There's no holes in the intake. So where the air cleaner comes in, I'm going to have to build a box up in there somehow and come down so I can throw a little bit of oily rag in there, light it on fire for cold starting in the winter. As far as starter goes, to be an emergency disaster vehicle, which I'm going to call it an EDV, this thing is totally mechanical all the way through. There's a mechanical shut off on the injector pump. It's just mechanical everything. The starter that was in it originally, I pulled out and bought another one. And I'm going to probably put the new one on, I don't know yet. But the other one is going in a Faraday cage in the back, so I can run the battery cable up to a shut-off. Maybe that'll help it in case of an EMP or a CME. I used to worry a lot about CMEs. Now with the shit going on between Russia and China and Trump, yes, EMP could come before the CME comes, and they're saying 2 years on that. I had to build my own drive shaft, of course. Got a carrier bearing, needs tightened down. This thing is a running son of a bitch. I got the same horsepower as what I had in that 460. She comes out just about the same, except I got low-end torque on this because she's probably got longer rods in it. I did not have enough room. Oh, I trashed the front door out. You see that? That looks pretty neat. I got to build a front door. Side door. I guess you call that a side door. Pretty nasty looking. The inside of it for the year is actually in really good shape. Oh, you got to have one of them if you're going to go. If you're going to do a bug out, I got a little interior work to do, but especially the shower coming out. I don't need a shower in it. Not for a bug out vehicle. And the longer I go without a shower, the less women I got chasing me. I had to buy an extra long Sawzall blade to get this transmission in here. Cut part of the floor out. So I got to come back here with a cowling and build that around that motor. all in all, this thing is going to be killer. The problem I'm going to have when I'm all said and done is the starter. In order to start this thing, run it with no electricity whatsoever, I somehow have to get a Bendix on that flywheel. And I need a big old counterweight to spin, probably with like a bicycle. Get it spinning really fast with a bicycle, engage it in to get the motor to start. That's going to be my biggest issue. That's going to be a late spring project, maybe even this summer. I hope to have this thing on the road by the 4th of July. But it's just been a fight all the way. Every time I put something in, something else goes wrong. So I thought I'd just let you know what's going on with the EDV, I'll call it, Emergency Disaster Vehicles. So when you need to bug, and I'm not going to bug out. Christ, I live out in the country. If shit hits the fan, I'm staying here. I am not going anywhere. Maybe I'll go to the city, load up a bunch of guns, go to the city. That'd be fun. This thing's got a sag to it. You push up on it. See, so I got to support that somehow. But all in all, maybe some weather check tires need to be replaced. It's got about 70,000 miles on it, somewhere near 65,000. So the drivetrain's all good. The rear end's good. Now I got motor tranny. And if it does run, if I do decide to go camping with it, because this thing will run on anything you put in it, we call it black diesel in our little neck of the woods. It's used motor oil, but I've got a couple tanks around here that dump everything in it. Everything from wash gas to used diesel, 90 weight, tranny fluid, don't matter. Dump it all in the barrel. You run it through a screen while you water settle it first, run it through a screen, get everything out of it. And then you put her in a gas tank, let her run. Wintertime, they suggest putting a cup of gasoline for every 5 gallon of diesel or 5 gallon of oil. We'll call it black diesel, though. Don't get caught. You're supposed to be paying a road tax on it. When you don't pay a road tax, the government doesn't like you too well. They want them roads fixed. I'll do a follow-up video here in a couple months, let you know how it's coming. I'm sure it'll work out pretty good for me. Keeps me occupied with my time anyways. So, welcome to the nightmare. This is my nightmare. Too much crap cluttered up the shop. Yeah, you can see, and I love this overhead hoist though. Look at that overhead hoist. It goes clear across. So you got a hoist that comes up. It's on a set of beams up there, so you can roll it the full length of the building. It's got 3. Okay, look at that. It's got 3 of them buggers on it. Whoa, come on, get smaller. Yeah. 2 are air, 1's mechanical. And it just goes the full length of the shop, and you can lift up anything you want to with it. Front door, back door, and it really lets you get it in there. So anyways, I'll do an update on that later on. I might even throw a couple of videos into some other stuff. Somewhere in this rat race of phones that I carry, which is too many of them, I have a video or a picture of me on the top of a 63 Le Mans SD 421. They called it a barn find on eBay. Sold it on eBay about, 10, 15 years ago. $226,421.63. 421 was the motor that was in it. 63 was the year of it. And SD was a Super Duty, all aluminum chassis, all aluminum everything. And it had the wrong front clip, no motor, no transmission. The car was built with a transaxle. That's a whole nother story anyways. You can look that up on eBay find. $226,421. Hey, y'all have, I got it zoomed in still. Yeah, I'm kind of a nightmare anymore. I'll bet that was some wicked video to watch. Hey, y'all have a good day. Today is our warmest day of the year. It's like the middle of February, and it's going to turn cold again here in northern Michigan. Later, people.